Hello! Welcome to my next video. Today we're going to show you all the types of Disney pins that you can get. Let's take a look at all the ones I have in my collection. Starting off with the Disneyland Paris collection. These are from all my trips to Disneyland Paris and so many memories here. We've got hotel pins, we've got attraction pins, lots of castles, and down here we have a pin of every year I've been. I'm only missing 2022 and 2019. Most of these pins are what we call open edition. These pins are more valuable now because they were released in 2007. And I've only been to Davy Crockett and Santa Fe. We do have this lovely pin here, was in memory of the Disney Delights show for the 30th anniversary, and that was one of the first drone shows that Disney did, I believe. And also for the 30th anniversary we've got gorgeous Mickey up here. Like I say, most of these pins, apart from the jumbos, are open edition. I've got two lovely pins down here in memory of the fireworks. This was my first fireworks show at Disneyland Paris and it will forever be my favourite. The Dreams show was absolutely lovely as well. Like I say, I've also got some pins for the attractions. My favourite ride, Big Thunder Mountain, and my second favourite ride, Tower of Terror. Over here is a look into my deeper collections. Over here we'll have a deeper look into my main collections. This here is the Kronk collection. Emperor's New Groove is my favourite film and I absolutely love Kronk. I think he's such a fantastic character. Absolutely fantastic character. There's a mix of limited edition, open edition, mystery, and even Loungefly pins in this section here. Absolutely love them. From Kronk we will come up to Yzma, and I have a lot more Yzma pins than I do Kronk, so I'll just zoom out a bit. There we go. Just to show you how many Yzma pins I actually have. Let's come in. This one here is actually a Paris exclusive. It was their pin trading time pin, and I traded that with the lovely Pinsane pins at the Somerset event this year. Got a lovely trifold pin here, which Pinsane pins actually picked up for me at the event that year. We've got some Loungefly pins. We have the gorgeous cast exclusive Employee Centre Yzma stamp here. Of course, I have the Stitch crossover. I think that's absolutely fantastic pin. We've got a few more. Yzma as a cat is probably one of my favourite characters. I love her as a cat. I have the stamp. I have the puzzle. And I have the villain puzzle. Now the villain puzzle was actually limited edition to, I believe, 95. I would double check that. Yep, just there you can see limited edition 95. There were 95 of this pin in the world. And they were exclusive to Europe and UK. So they were not available in America. So these pins are very sought after. I just love the colour scheme of this collection. The purples, the pinks, it's absolutely beautiful. I love it. Moving on to the first of many. This is one of my men collections. This is Wasabi from Big Hero 6 and I love this. It's such a nice colourful collection and it is small. It is small and I like that because there's not many pins I need to be complete. I really like the greens on this one. Down here we have Flynn. So as you can see, I've got a few more pins of Flynn than I do with Wasabi. Again, it's a mix of Loungefly limited editions. We've got some pin colour modes on this one and some fantasy pins. You can see that gorgeous Flynn there. Yep, I have a topless Flynn Rider pin in my collection. And if that shocks you, you don't want to see the next pin. Because over here, we have my Eric collection. Now, Eric was my first love. Absolutely my first love. I love this jumbo. It was a D23 release from last year, and the other side was actually Ursula. Now, my lovely friend Michael actually traded with me for the Eric, because not many people were willing to split up the set. So my friend Kaylee actually managed to get hold of the Ursula side of it, which was great. And again, we've got some paint colour mode here. We've got some older pins, some cast exclusives, some Disneyland Paris pins. I do have a fake hidden Mickey. It's sitting there as a placeholder until I find the original. We've got some fantasy pins again, made by the same creator as the one who did Flynn Rider. Got some lovely pins here. We've even got a little tiny Adobe down the bottom here. But my absolute favourite Eric pin is my profile. These were limited 250. I think they were released in 2018. They were cast exclusive and the prices shot up. They retailed about $24.95, but were limited 250. So the price now sits around about £400, which works out about $450. Now over here we have the one, the only Lucifer, inspired by my cuddly toy, my emotional support animal, my Lucifer collection. I've got some beauties here, some older pins, some Paris pins, some Shanghai pins. Absolutely beautiful. I've got that gorgeous little tiny pink Alamode, tiny pin there. This one was very hard to get hold of, and my lovely friend TJ helped me get hold of that. I'm so grateful. We've got some absolutely lovely pins. I've got a tiny little pink colour mode pin again. This pin here is very hard to get hold of, and my lovely friend Natalie managed to locate that one for me on eBay for €30, and these are around about $200. There are some fantasy pins in here. There are some Loungefly pins in here. This one particularly is the Chaser and is worth quite a bit. There's some absolutely gorgeous pins here. Again, we've got some fantasy and more pink colour mode. The Disney Employee Centre cast exclusive Lucifer and Bruno there. Got this lovely Disney Pins blog one, which does open. Here he is. Again, we've got Loungefly, pink colour mode, and of course the Lucifer Adobe, which my lovely friend Vicky helped me get for a trade. And we've got some gorgeous pins up here. These are, I absolutely love these. Disney released a set of magnets to go with pins. Now this cat in the middle here is actually a pin, and the costumes are magnets. And the reason I like them so much is because that cat to me looked like Lucifer. They didn't actually specify which Disney character it was supposed to be, but it looks like Lucifer. And my Lucifer actually has quite a few outfits and costumes, so that's why I kept the magnets. I've actually got them on a nail in the pin board, so that if I want to put the outfit on Lucifer I can. Let's have a look to show you how they work. So there's the Hades. So you can see they've got magnets on. And there's Lucifer dressed as Hades. How cool is that? Yeah, this is probably one of my favourite collections. But unfortunately, it's not my collection. Because the rule in this house is, if it has Lucifer's face on it, it's Lucifer's. That's the collections I'm going to show you guys today. I do have a lot more. I have around about 27 to 30 collections in total. Most of my collections are up high that I can't get to. So I will get around to showing you guys them when my other half is home and I can show you a bit better.